Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Force here, and today we'll be checking out Elemental. This game is described as a moody and experimental platformer with a strong focus on flow and smooth gameplay. Here in this video I will be showing you guys some of that gameplay as well as giving you my initial thoughts and impressions, but let's go ahead and start off by talking about what is Elemental, which is spelled with a 4 by the way, and you'll see in one moment why that is. So Elemental is a game unlike other platformers where you do not have direct control over your character. Now my character is that little blinking rock. However, he can also be a blinking air bubble, a blinking ice cube, or a blinking fireball, whichever one you want. So those are the 4 elements in this game, and essentially what you do is rather than using direct input to move from left to right, you use the innate properties of those 4 elements, their momentum, their inertia, how they interact with gravity, and how they interact with each other when you bounce between them. You use those properties to make your way through those levels. So let's just show you again what that is. We've got these air bubbles here, which lets us hop up in the air. We've got the rock, which as you would expect, you get pulled down very quickly to the ground when you switch to that. We've got the ice cube, which is very slippery and allows you to slide, and we've got the fireball, which is actually used for forward momentum. So I, for example, can go fireball ice, fireball ice, fireball ice to really get some momentum going on flat surfaces such as this. And then we can go air bubble a couple of times to get some floating going, fireball to get some more momentum, and oh look, we've got some air pockets here. Why don't we switch to the air bubble to float? And oh, we're ice, we're interacting with fire, we're switching to snow, or I guess that's what oh boy, don't run into the edge as air. So there's another aspect to this game is that certain elements can interact with certain things in certain ways. I guess you assume that, but an example is that air bubbles cannot hit the ground, or the ceiling, or whatever. And same thing with fire. Those two things cannot hit those aspects. You always gotta make sure whenever you're about to land that you are either rock or ice at that point in time. And there's another example is that there's water in certain levels, and obviously as you would assume, if you were fire at those points, then you're in trouble. Oh no! Almost didn't make that there. There we go. Not quite as smooth as it should be, but oh well. Now there's also an energy system which prevents you from constantly spamming switching between the elements, and this is where the game's difficulty comes into play. You can just not at any given time switch to any one of the elements. There's an energy system that prevents you from doing that. The one caveat to that though is that these little sparks here allow you to refill your energy as soon as you collect them. So this, for example, would allow me to continuously spam like this. You see how high up I can get just doing that? However, if I were to try that somewhere that does not have those little sparks, watch what will happen. So we'll try this here. I cannot consistently spam. I'll eventually run out and I will not be able to make it all the way up like I did just over there to the left. Okay, so now we're gonna switch to ice here, make our way on down, switch to that. We can switch to fire to bounce off of certain fire aspects. And, oh, what are we gonna do here? This looks tough. No, not really. We can just use the momentum from a dropping rock. Oh, damn it. To bust our way through. Okay, let's try that again. That's really funny. All right, we're gonna switch here. I love how terribly I failed at that. So this game can be quite challenging. When I first played this very first level, for example, it took me quite a bit of time to sort of really figure out what I was supposed to do. But once you get a handle of things, it becomes much more easier to make it through these early levels. Now, the later levels, they certainly get more difficult as you would expect, just like with any platformer. All right, so there's the first level complete. Let's go ahead and progress and look at how this game continuously adds to difficulty. Okay, so we got a spark here, which would let us fill our energy. And we are just gonna make our way through here, switch it to rock so we can bust through, fantastic. Now there's also collectibles in this game, so there are certain parts of this game where you're able to collect collectibles. I don't know how else to put it. It's a pretty simple system. You guys know what collectibles are, right? Okay, so we're gonna bust through here. Just bust a move. All right, there we go, wonderful. So using the spark to get our extra energy, that was a fail. Let's try that again. Are we gonna be brought all the way to the back? Yes, we will. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna switch here like this. And then go like this. And I think I know what to do here. Switch to that. So you see we use the momentum from the rock. And, ooh, no, we're underwater. How are we gonna do this? Well, when you are underwater, air bubbles quickly float to the surface. So we're gonna switch to air, get some momentum there, and then we are all set. We can drop to rock and go to ice. Now, I mentioned how you can't freely switch between all the elements. The one exception to that is ice. The ice element you can switch to at any given time. The only restriction is when you're trying to switch between the fire, the rock, and the air bubble. So it makes it so that your default is always to hop back to ice. We're gonna have to go back here and try this again because this is not working. Okay, let's try it. Let's try this here. Nope. I got it, I promise. I told you guys, this game can undoubtedly become difficult. So I'm gonna switch to rock, switch to ice. Okay, I probably didn't need to do it in that order, but oh, an air bubble, no! Oh, shucks. I tried to switch to fire at that point. That was a mistake. All right, so we're gonna go like this, switch to air bubble, go back to ice to get some momentum here, and then we go fire, and then air bubbles. Oh, yes. Just barely made it. Come on, what do you... I said I made it, why'd you... All right, we're gonna try that again here. Switch to air, get some floating down. So it definitely, again, it definitely gets really difficult. You definitely need to be really on the game, on the ball when it comes to switching. You need to be on the air bubble when it comes to switching between the elements and making sure that you're really conserving your energy and using it at the right time, making the switches at the right time, and switching to the elements at the right time. Another major aspect about this game is the soundtrack. It's got, you know, it's really funny. I don't know where the artist who made this is from, but it really reminds me of, I Can Gently Float Above Lava, by the way, as an air bubble. It really reminds me of like Sigur Rós, sort of basically like some of the Icelandic music that I quite enjoy. I love Sigur Rós, and there's a few others as well. Gosh darn it. Okay, so we can get the extra momentum there, so we can go ahead and do that. So this is supposed to be a lot smoother than how I'm doing it. It's one of those situations where it's like one of those games where once you've got someone who really knows the levels, they can just really be masterful. I suppose I didn't need to, oh, what I needed to do there was just switch to ice. So once you've got someone who really knows the levels, they can really be masterful in terms of using that momentum and making it from point A to point B. So there we go, we switched to that, and then, oh, didn't want to touch the edge there like that. Gotta be careful. Okay. So we're gonna melt. Try to make sure that we don't touch the edge. So again, I can switch to ice at any given time if I'm about to touch the edge, to try to make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay, so let's try this here. Okay, I'm gonna sink to the bottom here. I wanna make this nice and simple. Whereas a skilled player who really knows this level inside and out would be able to just easily shoot themselves right up that section. Okay, so we're gonna go like this, rock, ice, switch it through, get some forward momentum, rock, ice. Or maybe, did I wanna go down here? Yes, I did, okay, wonderful. Now there are, again, hidden sections. So it looks like up top there's a hidden section where if I tried to go there, there'd be a special collectible that I could pick up. I personally here, I'm not too concerned about that, but some people are. Where's my stunt double when I need him? In fact, actually there it is. Can I get to that? Probably not, because I can't really go backwards, again, because I've got no direct control. But besides switching from the elements, the movement, I can't really go backwards that easily, at least, unless the level is specifically designed to allow me to do that. Okay, so we're gonna try, gonna go up a couple times, there we go, and then just go to fire to move forward and go like that. Have to avoid that stuff, it is bad for you. And the bounce. So how do we bounce? Well, rocks are heavy, so why don't we switch to the rock and we can bounce. So we get some, again, we're gonna switch to the rock, let it bounce a couple times, let my energy store back up, okay? So then go bouncy, bouncy. Here we go, ready? Just like that. Very cool game. I like it. It's different. It's very much an indie game. You know, there are so many indie games coming out all the time, but it's very much an indie game in feel, I believe. In spirit, if you will. My hair is all messed up, how sad. Oh, come on, am I gonna make it? Yeah, I made it. just fine. There's the end of the level. I just gotta collect that thing. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, so I'm gonna show you at least 1 or 2 more levels here. At the end of the level, you get a little bit of information. The elements lost, or how many times you died, essentially. The lost sparks found, those are the secret collectibles. And then based on your time, how quickly you got through the game, which basically translates to how smoothly you got through the level, you'll get a flag, either a bronze, silver, or a gold. I don't think I've ever gotten a gold. I have gotten a few silvers, though, once I really started to figure things out. So we avoid that stuff. That stuff's bad for you. And we need to, actually, you know what I think we can do here? Check out this. Ready? We're gonna go drop. Oh, shoot, drop down. Nope. That fails. Let me try this again here. I want to try to go up a little bit, drop down, and then switch to ice, get some momentum going, and do the same again over here. Switch to ice, get some momentum going, and then we're gonna go switch quickly. Now remember, we can switch to ice without the limitation of that energy system, where all the other elements are affected by that. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. And just go ahead and continue up that energy, get some more momentum there. And then we need to go quickly to ice. There it is. Melt right on the edge of that fire so we can sneak through here. And then we can go like this. Ugh, shit, damn it. Are we gonna go all the way back to the beginning? No. Whew, thankfully. That would have been really frustrating. Okay, so I can freely switch between the air bubble and ice. Okay, there we go. Here we go. We got it, we got it, we got it. There we go. And then we just switch to rock right here. Now there's that one of those collectibles back there, that black thing, that little black spark. But again, I'm not too concerned about that. Here is a great example of using, so we're gonna use that spark to get a lot of momentum from our fire, which allows us to get up here. And then we can go like this. I can switch to rock, quickly back to ice, go like this. Switch here. And then, yes, we made it, my friends. We made it indeed. Now, right there, I should have, right there, I wanted to, I think, keep some fire going. So, okay, that's not what I want to do. So we're gonna let it reset, just like that. Okay, so we're gonna get some going like that, really get that speed up. Switch over, go rock, quickly to ice. Then rock to ice, like that, and then we go up. Okay, and then we're gonna wanna go get some momentum just like that. Oh, it's supposed to melt. Oh, I missed my window of opportunity here, so let's try this. Ugh, damn it. Again, can be quite challenging. And I missed that. I really want to get that going, so we have to start it here. Keep clicking that fire. Oh, so close. Had to switch right there at the last second there. This might end up being the last level I show you, if it ends up being the last level that I can relatively easily make it through. Well, relatively, especially. Yes, that was it. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. I'm really glad I got that, because the first time I tried that, it took me a good 10 or 15 minutes. I'm not, oh no. Oh, I really thought I was just about to get sent all the way back. Okay, so this one's pretty tough. We gotta quickly switch here. Okay, we need to get around that corner smoothly, so that we can get some momentum. So what we need to do is we need this to go all the way across like that, and then switch to rock at the last minute, back to ice. See, not enough momentum, so we have to try to do that as smooth as possible. As smooth as possible for me. There we go. That was perfect. So that's gonna be enough to make it across, just like that. And then we've got to bounce. Oh, come on, no you don't. No you don't, don't make me go, oh, I hate you. Oh well. We've got the idea. You've got the idea. I think you've figured out so far what Elemental is all about. Elemental with a 4. So I guess we can wrap it up. Oh no, please don't. I really want to make this. There we go. I'm gonna drop down again. And let me go. Come on, just slide back a little bit, please. Thank you. All right, guys, so once again, this has been Force checking out Elemental, the game that is described as a moody and experimental platformer. This game was developed by Illusions, which is, come on, make it up there. Gosh darn it. Too focused on looking at the developer stuff. Made by Illusions, which is actually a small team consisting of 3 people who have spent the last couple of years working on this from design to completion. And no, I want it to be fire there. I want it to be fire to bounce off that. And yeah, the game's pretty cool. I mean, it's, you know, definitely a certain type of game. I feel like I say this with every platformer, but I think this in particular, this is going to only cater to a certain sort of individual. I think it's neat though. I like it, so maybe you'll like it too, who knows. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force checking out Elemental with a 4. The game is going to be available on May 24th for $9.99. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and pick it up. I saw it on Steam. I'm not sure if it's going to be available elsewhere, but I'll be sure to give you guys a link to the official website as well as the Steam page if you like what you've seen here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. And as always, keep watching and keep owning. Let's see, part 1, heart complete. Wonderful. What's part 2? Mind. What's this all about? If a cluttered desk is a sign of a cluttered mind, of what then is an empty desk? Oh, Albert, you're so wise. It also helps that the elements are insanely cute with their little cute faces there. Okay, we gotta climb this mountain here. How are we gonna do this? Let me think about this. Get some momentum going back here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go back this way. I'm gonna get some momentum. Stop yourself as a rock. There we go. Okay, here we go. Ready? Ready for this, guys? We got it. Yeah. Snowboarding. Love it. Quick switch. No! Hate you. All the way back there? Come on, you kidding me? I got it, guys. Don't you worry. I hate you. This game can be hard, especially if you're an idiot.